Mona J in the motherfucking building, live from the crib. You know what I'm saying? Getting fresh everything. You get what you get today. I ain't feel like putting on no wigs and none of that. But I do have some little chores to do this morning, so I'm gonna do them while I talk on this live this morning. It's been a minute since I've made a live video on here, so I thought I'd come on here this morning and catch y'all up. We are in the month of June. I have my Juneteenth cookout coming up on the 20th from 4 to 9 p.m. Gonna have DJ Real True Poet in the building. My husband will be doing the plates. He's selling plates at this event. His business is called Smooth Kitchen, so he'll be selling plates, and I will be responsible for the entertainment. I have a few people coming out to perform, and I will be hosting the game portion of it. And I'm super excited because this is our third year hosting Juneteenth here at my home. I know a lot of people be like, well, why don't you like spread yourself out, go to other places? It's just like this. When you run a business, you want your business to be able to be available for all the festivities until you get to a point where you want to be somewhere else. And now I have dedicated majority of my life investing in everyone else's businesses and showing up to everybody else's things. So now that I have 2.25 acres of land, I'm for damn sure going to be throwing parties at my house every chance I get. And so there's that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that because as I'm building my my entertainment company and my music label, I am chin checking a whole lot of the bullshit that I see going on in the upcoming artist culture. Okay, I want to talk about that today because just recently I spoke to a friend of mine, and I don't like using names, so I'm just gonna speak kind of like around about. But I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was letting him know how I felt about how our relationship has changed now versus at first when he didn't have a whole lot of people to show up to audition for either movies that he was doing or videos that he was doing or whatever the case. Like, I was one of those people who was handpicked, like, hey, can you come out and support this? I came out, I supported it, but then when it turned around and had events, I would be sending flyers to these same people and they would never show up to none of my stuff. I didn't see them at any of my performances. I just didn't see them. I had my 40th birthday, they didn't come. So it's almost like some people, even when you're dealing with regular underground artists, you get the same type of experience with them as you get from celebrity artists, right? Give you an example, like you'll follow a major artist and they'll follow you back, but you'll notice that you'll be clicking like on all their shit, but they never clicking like on your shit. And you would think they probably just don't see you or something like that, but them motherfuckers see you. That's the thing. It's just they not going to give you that boost of whatever it is that you think that you need or want from them, right? They don't want you to know you that they see you, but because and then if they like something you do and they copy it, they don't want you to be able to claim and say, hey, you copied them, you know, they copied you type shit. So all right, so as a retired artist, okay, my thing is this. I've never promoted an event, right? Promoted an event where people had to pay $20 to get in the door and I not fucking show up or perform. I've never done that. Now, I've had just this year 2 people asked me to come out and perform, and I turned 2 different Jones down, and that was for 2 different big reasons, right? But me personally, this person had been promoting this event, and it's near my house where I live now, because I'm trying to start supporting shit locally where I am, because I've been supporting Richmond for 46 years. So now I am supporting where I live. I don't want to drive all the way to Richmond for everything. I've already done all that. I've seen a lot of people already perform already. But when they come here, I'm going to show my support and my love. That's just like any other major artist that don't live in your city. When they come to your city, because you're a fan, you're gonna come and you're gonna support them, correct? Okay. So this person was coming into my county. Well, not my county, but the county above my county. And so it was only 30 minutes for me to ride versus an hour. And so I get there. I get there before this artist. The DJ that I love is there, right? But then there's another DJ there. And I don't know this other DJ, right? And I don't give a fuck. I don't know why he's there, and I don't care. I'm here for the main DJ and for my artist friend that I'm coming to support. I paid $20 fucking to get in the door. There's no one there but me. Okay? All right. So I'm in there. I'm making the best of it. They playing a little something. But you know how a lot of DJs, they don't want to play the good shit to the more important people that show up late get there. Type shit, right? They want to wait until those people get there before they start playing all the good shit, right? So I'm blown because I'm just like, all right, well, I'm here and I'm a big deal, so play the shit I like. So the other DJ starts spinning and he's trash. And that's just my opinion. He trash. I don't fuck with none of that. And so I hit the DJ up that I came for, like, bro, who the fuck is dude? Like, I paid a dub to get in here. This is not it. And there already ain't nobody in this motherfucker, right? And then they secretly knowing that there's another party going on somewhere else free. But I could have been at that place, but I chose to be at the place that where my peoples was going to be, right? So I had to pay my money. I'm in there. Ain't nobody really in there. 2-3 hours go by. You know what I'm saying? The dude on the way, he get there, and then he don't perform. He's like, oh, ain't nobody in there. Woo-de-woo. So I'm not going to perform. So I'm like, why did I spend my $20 to get in here to watch you perform if you're not going to perform? So it was at this moment where I felt like I should have got a fucking refund. You get what I'm saying? So this is where I'm saying. There's a lot of DJs here that are big DJs who bring other DJs who are just starting off with them. And I understand that. And their egos are at a point where they're like, I'm too big time to play for only 1 or 2 people. So I'm going to have this guest DJ play while I'm here. And my thing is, but my fucking $20, gas prices is up. You get me what I'm saying? And I'm a big artist too, so it's kind of giving, fuck you talking about, I shouldn't have even paid to get in this bitch. But I did. So when I get here, why the fuck is the music trash? Dude trash, you're not even reading the room. So I'm blown because I'm like, not only is the DJ that I came to see not spinning, they got a playlist going for my $20. And then you try to tell me, oh, well, DJs, we spend this much money on equipment. We spend this much money to we got to bring all that equipment in. I got to hear all this bullshit for you to already have some shit already fucking pre-recorded. You're not spinning or touching that motherfucker at all. And you're going to look at me and be like, what? So that shit blew me. It blew me. You feel me? I could have went to the free party. And then the thing is, if you knew it was a free party, why are you charging $20 and ain't nobody even in your fucking line yet? You get what I'm saying? If you would have still had a line regardless to the fact that the party down the street was going, that would make sense to me. Why you're still charging $20? Because people could have went there, but they're still standing here. So yeah. But I hate the fact that so many fucking people are throwing parties. They're hiring DJs that you gotta pay a lot to. So you gotta double down at the door to try to make the money back that you paid for the DJ, but the DJ ain't even DJing. The motherfucker playing the playlist. Come on. Then you said they got a fan base. Where the fuck is the fan base then? I'm the fan base this night. I'm the only fan there. Me and the one person I brought, who also paid $20. Who comes to this same particular spot all the time. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I be trying not to have arguments with DJs about how they feel about how much they should get paid and all that type of shit. But what the fuck am I paying for? You already been paid for those fucking turntables and all that shit. So we gotta keep repaying you for you coming out. Every time you come out, I gotta pay you like you just bought this shit today. Cause you say I gotta bring up this is a part of your job. If like, you get what I'm saying? Like, as a loctician, when I do travel appointments, I'm not expecting them to have the hair dryer, the combs, the shampoo, the conditioner, the lock clips, none of that shit. When I come there, I'm coming prepared with everything that it takes to do my job. I charge gas money to get there, which is the deposit. If for a travel appointment, you got to do a deposit. That deposit, you get what I'm saying? So listen, hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on. Because y'all about to make me snap on y'all little motherfuckers in these comments. Let me just cut the chat off because y'all some disrespectful motherfuckers. Nevertheless, nobody gives a fuck. You getting a migraine, bitch. You need to go take a fucking headache medicine. Okay? So, anywho, so I'm just looking at it like, again, if I'm a promoter and I'm trying to get people to come in for my party, I'm going to already have everything I need to do this. Right? So that all the money I make is going to be my profit. Okay? I want to make sure that I'm getting a profit. So if me throwing a party doesn't cause me to come out at least even in the end, then I'm not doing it. It doesn't make sense to do it, right? Don't do jobs where you need the people to pay for you to bring the materials. You get what I'm saying? If that makes sense to you? Like, there's a lot of people that hustle backwards where they like rent a building and hope that they bring enough people to come and pack the building to make them some money. When the only people that should be doing shit like that is guaranteed got a following already that's going to be willing to come out. Those are like, if you have a spot and you promote this spot every week and each week it get better and better and better and better and better, you shouldn't be doing things like booking a major artist to come there until you got that type of money already in the back end. You get what I'm saying? Some people will go broke trying to bring a major artist here just to make their spot look like it's popping. But on a regular day when they know celebrities there, no one's there. That goes to show you what type of promoter you are right there. Based on that. DJs are required to come with a fan base, right? That's what they hope. But if they don't come with a fan base, then you just paid a $500, $600, $700 DJ, and ain't nobody coming in here because you hope that that DJ being in there was going to bring you a crowd. That's the thing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why when it comes down to this shit, I stay in the lanes that I can afford to be in. I don't do things like, I don't buy a building hoping that after I buy the building that somebody else gonna be able to pay for my building for me. You feel me what I'm saying? I'm going in with my $1,000 a month or my $500 a month or whatever it is already. I'm already have that. You know what I'm saying? A whole year's worth already stacked up before I go in, so that I can make sure, if nothing else, I can make sure my rent is paid for the year. And if I can't do that, then I'm not about to go in trying to do that. People just want a certain career, so they feel like they can take the little fucking shortcuts to fucking get there. And I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm tired of working with motherfuckers. Like, no offense, I'm from Richmond, so it sounds like I'm saying I don't want to work with nobody from Richmond. That's not even the case. It's just I'm tired of trying to work with people here, and I'm trying to put them on, like, let's work together, let's buy some stuff up together. And motherfuckers so scared to work with people because they scared somebody gonna get over on them or do more than them or whatever the case. And those are valid reasons to be scared, but scared money ain't never made no motherfucking money, so I don't get it. Like, either you want to try it and see how it go or not. So I'm just not asking anyone else to take this journey with me. I'm doing my own research. I'm doing what I need to do so I can accomplish the goals, and then I'm going to show motherfuckers better than I can tell them on how to do this shit. Real talk. I drop my gems on here every now and then, you know. People watch, they don't watch, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I still said it. It's out in the universe still regardless. Still feeding the universe regardless, you know. But that just blew me the other night, though, because I'm like, I done paid my 20. That's just like if I paid to see Beyonce or I paid to see Usher or whoever the fuck. I paid my $20. I done drove however far to get there, and then you gonna tell me that you're not gonna get your punk ass on the stage because you feel like ain't enough people to watch you. That's insane to me. And if you a local artist and you doing that, that's some bullshit. I don't care if we cool or not. I'm gonna tell you what it is. That's some bullshit if you do some shit like that. Niggas is acting like they already on into Hollywood in this city for me. Like, acting too Hollywood like you already on. And don't nobody know you. Motherfuckers like, I need to do more performing and stuff like that. I'm like, alright, but if no one is booking you, if no one is checking for you, why are you wasting the time and the money trying to fucking perform at places, throwing all your material out there for no reason? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think going out here pretending to look like a major artist, you already got videos, you already got all this shit. There's a lot of people that did that and still ain't got no motherfucking motion. You feel me? If listen, I could give y'all a game, but I'm just telling you, like, you're gonna have to pay $25 an hour for this consultation, baby, for me to tell y'all the rest. You feel me? You gonna have to at this point now, because it's like, I'm just sitting here watching motherfuckers run a rat race, basically, and still ain't getting nowhere. Still ain't. Out here acting like they own. Alright, cool. You here, you there. You did this, you did that. But when it boiled down to it, how many people downloaded your fucking song? How many streams you got? And then, how much did you get paid from that? Because, see, it's a difference when you doing music because you enjoy music, right? Because, you know, that's just for fun. It's for your leisure. It's something you're good at and you just enjoy it. But when you get to a point where you're starting to do shows and you're doing music videos and all that shit like that, now it's becoming a fucking business. So, it's like you saying, oh, I'm going to keep going until I get where I'm trying to go. The question is, when do you decide that you've been doing that shit long enough and you ain't got nowhere yet and you need to give that shit a rest? When does that click in your head? When does it click that you need to stop doing it, try to do it as a music business and do it as just a hobby again? Because the whole point of a career is to make money. The whole point of having a business is to make money. So if all you doing is spending money to make the dreams come true, but the dreams ain't really coming true, then you're wasting your time and your money. And you are also giving other people an opportunity to figure out how to copy and paste exactly what you did and come up right up off of the same shit you thought you was going to come up off of. See, a lot of people don't know. Most of my views that I have on my social media, like my Facebook and my Instagram, come from me doing reaction videos to other people's videos. People be like, that's not making content if you just sharing somebody else's shit or you just copying somebody else's shit. That is true. But the way that we're in a copy and paste trajectory right now, people on TikTok and shit like that, they want you to copy and do what they doing. You get what I'm saying? That's why they make the content. They want everybody, it's like a follow culture. They want everybody to be doing the same shit. And if you are a real creator, you'll figure out how to like make it your own, basically. So I be laughing at other people's shit. Like, that's what you wanted, right? You wanted someone to laugh at your videos. So I'm stitching your video, laughing at it. You're getting my real responses off of shit you made. So I got 2 million views doing that on one video on Instagram, right? And I went from having 1,000 followers on Facebook, right? Because I deleted every single fucking person. I had like 5,000. I had deleted every single person I had on my page, right? I even was blocking some people, just getting people out of here. Because I was like, why the fuck are you just sitting around, you know what I'm saying, like watching this shit? You ain't really sharing my shit, but you would share the original video. You would share the video that I stitched, but you won't share the video that I stitched. Right? You won't do that. You don't want nobody to see me, but you want people to laugh at what I was laughing at. So those people, I unfollowed them. I blocked those people out of my life because you're a fucking hater. Because see, you like what I'm doing, but you just don't like that it's me. So I got rid of those people. So I had got down to 1,000 followers on Facebook. I'm at 14,000 followers in just 2 weeks. It happened almost overnight. I woke up one morning, I had 1,000 followers. I woke up the next morning, I had 3,000 followers. Then a couple of hours later, it was at 6,000 followers. And I came back the next day, it was at like 10,000 followers. And I kept on making videos like, hey, thanks for this many followers. Like, because my Facebook Hadn't done that in probably like 10 years. The last amount I had for Facebook was 15,000 before I deleted all 3 pages that I had, and I got down to just only having just one, the one that I have now, which is under my name, Mona J804, just like this YouTube. But basically, overnight, I blew up again, but this time not for music, but for being funny, right? So, I mean, people was like, Mona, how is you getting all these followers? Like, what is going on? And just like crabs in the bucket, what they do, they asking me so they can see if that's something that they want to do, so they can do it, right? And you know, I ain't no hater, ain't no gatekeeper. That's what I did. So if that worked for you, great. But you know, the first person I saw doing that was Michael Keith from 112, who is actually one of my celebrity friends. You know the group 112? Yeah, so I saw him doing that, and his platform blew up right before my eyes. I watched him go from like 15,000 followers to like 100-some K. And then he did this podcast with this girl, and the next thing I know, his main page that he had was gone. So then, while he was gone, I still really didn't think to do it at the time, right? But he had been missing in action. Like, I wasn't able to get his attention as much as I was at first. So I ended up just kind of disconnecting from him altogether. And then when I did this video and my shit blew up, I responded to him on a post, and he saw me, and he got a new page, and he followed me back. And I noticed that he's back doing that again on this new page that he got. So I think he picked it up early about how the whole algorithm thing works and all of that. So now I'm blowing up on social media for being funny, when everybody else just know me for, they know I'm funny, but I'm just kind of sarcastically funny. Like, I just be telling stories and people just think the shit is funny. And then sometimes I be being funny on purpose, but a lot of times I'm not, you know. People just be laughing because I guess, I don't know, I guess I'm funny, I don't know. But I've always had this little mixture of being funny and singing and dancing and just being a full-on entertainer, you get me? So now that I'm focusing more on that instead of trying to write songs and perform and all that, now that I'm not focused on that, I'm actually blowing up faster. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just doing whatever works. And I'm using all of my platforms, even this one, I'm using all of them to get a certain type of reach, right? But realistically, I made the most money on Facebook. YouTube, I still don't have 1,000 followers yet. That's what I have to have, 1,000 followers in order to be monetized. And as y'all can see, I really don't be pushing that on here trying to get y'all to follow me, because I don't believe in gimmicks and doing the most to try to get y'all to fuck with me. Either you fuck with me or you don't. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way for it. You get what I'm saying? I feel like on some type of level that's selling my soul. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do the most. Doing shit, hurting myself, or doing shit that's exposing myself just for laughs? No. But coming on here just like this with my hair not done, as you know, I had locks before, and I just took some braids out a couple months ago, and this is what my hair did when I took the braids out, and I'm just not combing my hair at this point. Like, I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Already married, kids is grown, own my own business, I work from home. Like, it ain't no more trying to impress nobody. I'm not doing the most. I'm not trying to be popping out everywhere. I done already earned all of my stripes. I don't got to do none of that shit no more. None of that. I ain't got to try to impress people. I'm not about to go back and forth with people in the comments. That's why I took the turn the chat off. Because I ain't got to do that shit. I ain't got to go back and forth with y'all ignorant ass fucking people that be coming on here just saying anything just to try to get a rise out of somebody. You feel me? I don't got to do all that. I don't got to come on here trying to flex my house or what I drive or none of that shit. Big baby, I made it. You feel me? That in my heart of hearts, I made it. So there's that. And I'm full of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That I'm going to be able to pass on. So I love that for me. You get me? Most of all the shit that I wanted, like, I'll give you an example. So as a kid, me and my mom, we lived in apartments most of my life, right? But my grandmother had a house and she had land. I now know how that came about, but before I didn't know that. I was just a kid and I was coming out there. My grandma's house had the land, had the house, and, you know, I went to my aunts and uncles' houses. They had nice homes, shit like that. You know, everybody lived somewhere pretty decent for the most part. And so my influence was my oldest aunt because she really was living like how I thought I wanted to be living. So I had a few people that I saw that I was like, yeah, I want to mirror that when I get older. So in my mind, moving place to place and all that shit, I always said that I wanted to be a homeowner and I wanted to be a landowner. These are things that I said I wanted at a very young age. I knew that I wanted to be in music some kind of way, whether if it was being a singer or being somebody that helped artists, or I just knew that I wanted to be in the music business young. I knew I wanted to be in the hair industry young. Every single thing I knew I wanted to do, I was aiming and doing those things as I was still working regular jobs, going through school, still doing all of that shit. Being a mom, did all of that. So, someone told me when I first started doing music, I was probably like 16. And I started at 13, but at 16, someone told me, like, yo, you need to get yourself a job. Get yourself a little job, and then you can take that money, and whenever you want to enter contests and you want to do stuff like that, you can afford to do your own thing. You can buy your own outfits, all that kind of stuff. You can kind of like design your own stuff. You can buy whatever you want to bedazzle and do your thing. Because I've always been into creating costumes, clothing, and shit like that since I was young, right? But I just didn't have nobody to invest into me, to buy me a sewing machine, to buy me the glues and all this stuff. So I hustled. You get me? Okay. I sold things and I did what I had to do. Okay. Boom. So somebody told me, like, invest in yourself. And so it hit me like, damn, I got a job at 16. I worked from 16 to 35. No, from 16 to 30. I worked from 16 to 30 for other people, right? Meanwhile, still doing music, still doing hair, and being a mom, right? Okay. And then I realized that I spent $13,000 on music, buying CDs, blank CDs to sell those, the pictures, the computer, to buy the printer, going to the mall to get my shirts done. Like, all the money I spent came to $13,000. My BMI royalty W-2 said I only earned $35 that whole year. All those performances I did, all that fucking money I spent on rental cars to get from city to city, all that money for hotels, all that shit. All that money I spent, 13 bands. And in my hair business, I made $14.99. I made 14 bands, almost 15 bands. And so I said, well, damn. It looked like the business that I'm using to try to pay for the fucking career is really the career. Like, it didn't even hit me at first. Like, I was like, oh my God. Doing locks just literally paid for to get my credit straight, because I had to pay off my old debts, right? I paid them to get my credit score up. I got a vehicle. I put that money down from the money I had saved. I was able to do all of that while I was in the projects, get out of the projects, meet a good man, get out of the projects, keep working doing hair, meanwhile still performing. Not getting paid to perform at a lot of places. And I still managed to buy a house with 2.25 acres, own my vehicle now, own equipment to record, to shoot videos. I got all that shit. I invested in myself using the job that I was trying to use, that I wanted to eventually let go one day, to do music full time. Never got a chance to do music full time because music wasn't paying me the way that hair was. So there's a lot of people out here that really already accomplished their goals, do working their different jobs and starting careers and having these parties and doing all this shit, chasing a goal to get people to hear their music. Meanwhile, people hearing the music, but they're not really buying it. They're not downloading it. They're not sharing it. They're not listening to it in the car. They're not calling the radio trying to get it on the radio. None of that is happening. But for some reason, they be stuck on. So now I'm where I wanted to be. I'm exactly where I wanted to be. So, I mean, music didn't get me here, but I'm here. So now I feel like I don't have any more. I don't have nothing else to prove. I'm married now. My kids are grown. I own a house, 2.25 acres. I own my vehicle. It's paid in full. I still have a following online. I still can make my music if I want. I can still be funny if I want. I control all of that. No one is telling me I gotta do this, do that. I ain't gotta audition for nobody. So all the people that told me I had to audition, this is for you. Sit on this and rotate. I will never audition for nothing you got going on. Because you already know what it is. When you know what it is, I've already shown y'all everything I can do. I don't got nothing else to prove. That's why people like, why you don't really be promoting like that? I don't got to. When you go to my RVA Locks page, every fucking head I've ever done is on there. Every one I've ever done is on there. Go look. You feel me? Oh, they like, why you don't be showing me all the shirts and stuff that you make? I've already done that. I posted that shit. How many new shirts I gotta make before y'all get it that I can customize a fucking shirt? See, people want you to go out this bitch and work yourself to death. And then they want you to go out this bitch and mind fuck yourself. And be going through, oh, ain't nobody choosing me, ain't nobody booking me, ain't nobody. Yo, that's how people do you. So choose you. I chose me. So now I don't gotta have nobody else walking around with my merch on. Everywhere I go, I walk around with something that got my fucking name on it. With my label name on it. Or pictures that I downloaded that I fuck with. Or pictures that my son drew for me. That's what I do now. I host parties at my crib, so I ain't got to go to nobody else's house. And I could just sit in here and cut the music on and just dance my ass off. It is free. But for some reason, I be wanting to actually pop out and be at y'all spots. And then I get there, your DJ trash. The fucking, you don't want to tell me on the flyer how much it costs. You want to trip me up when I get to the door and be like, oh, well, the ATM's right there. The fucking ATM, $5 goddamn. Because y'all think a bitch got money to just to burn on your fucking goals and your dreams. People, oh, you don't support my business. You don't support my business. You think a bitch gonna eat at your place every day? When I can go home and cook for free. Not for free, but you get what I'm saying. I ain't gotta sit there and tip nobody after, my family tell me thank you after I'm finished cooking for them. After they finish eating, thank you, Mom, thank you, boo. You're welcome. That's better than me being in somebody's restaurant begging you motherfuckers to give me a tip. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just leveled up. That's it. At first, I couldn't even really enjoy being married because I still got friends that's still single and shit like that. And when I be like, I got my ring on, them bitches looking at me like, I'm like, but you should be happy for me, bitch. You should be happy for me. Yeah, you should be. Because while I was out there single and doing me, y'all bitches had a problem. Now I settled down, y'all still got a problem. So it sounds like y'all the problem. I'm not the problem. Alright? I sat down so you bitches can stop being worried about what I'm out here doing. Okay? Motherfuckers ain't even got to worry about me and still out there worried about me. That's the funny shit. You know what I mean? Say I'm the problem without saying I'm the problem. Okay? I'm just saying, I'm out here doing my biggest and my best one right now. And I don't have a whole lot of people to sit and watch and witness it. But it's okay. It's okay. Because as this is happening to me, this is a new transition for me. Of me accepting that everybody wasn't meant to come with me here. At this level of my life. Everybody won't meant to be with me here. They won't. And that's the hardest part for me to fucking take in and accept. Because it's like, wow, like, this was when I was really hoping that, this is what I was doing it for. I was going hard like this because I wanted to have a safe space where people could come and party and have community and joy and love, and the kids can have a safe space to come and chill and play. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day. Shout out to Like a Rock. I seen that he got a little program going on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that because, I mean, he used to be a part of the terrorizing the community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people who used to terrorize the community have turned around now and now running clubs and restaurants and doing all that kind of stuff. They could have been doing that the whole fucking time with the businesses they had, but they rather sell the drugs and do all the dumb shit. And some of them still selling drugs. Meanwhile, while they still doing the shit they doing. But you know, that's a whole other topic for another day. You know what I'm saying? That's a topic for another fucking day. That's why I said, man, you know, being in this city, like, again, being from Richmond, there's a lot of positive things I can say. There's negative things I can say. But when it comes down to this artist culture, though, y'all motherfuckers really got to pipe it down with this acting like y'all already made it type shit and stuff like that. Like, if you going to be coming out doing these performances and all this shit like that, please make it worth the reasoning. Because I'm trying to understand, like, the other artists that perform, they perform to make money. They don't perform to get people to know their new music. They're not out here performing to make people like them. You get me? They go out here and do that after they have already gotten a following and all of that. That's when they come out performing. They're not just out there for fucking nothing. Okay? They're going to make money. And then when y'all are paying to open up for these people, what is your purpose? You know you've never seen anybody open up for somebody and blow up from that. Have you? Because I haven't. I really fucking haven't. Okay? And the industry is changing right now anyway, where everything is digital. And I'm going to tell you another fucking problem that I have with y'all on that. Alright, so now that everything is digital, y'all are still putting y'all music out here for the free to let people listen to it and then expecting them to buy it. You got it on SoundCloud, you got it on Reverb, you got it here, you got it here, you got it here, you got it all these motherfucking places. You are oversaturating yourself. You got too much of your music out. It's easy for somebody to steal your shit. Just like back in the day. What they used to do. They used to put out a snippet. And then they give you a whole version or something like that, right? They give you the instrumental. And then they gave you the whole song. Like some cassette tapes I used to get back in the day was like that. And now y'all got the whole song on TikTok. You got the whole song on Facebook. You got the whole song on Instagram. Whole song on YouTube. Whole song everywhere where I could go on Google and be like, YouTube to MP3, song stolen. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, you wondering why you ain't making no fucking money. That's why. Then the other thing. Alright, so y'all put y'all music on like Spotify, I mean not Spotify, but y'all use DistroKid or Apple, however y'all use it to get y'all shit on these platforms, right? Alright, boom. So you do that. And now you got to put the work in. Now you got to promote it on all those websites that you got. You got to promote it because they're not promoting it for you. They just giving you a place to distribute it. They're giving you a place where you can put it and they put it everywhere else. But it's up to you to promote it where it is. You got to tell the people where it is. If you don't tell them, they're not going to know. They're not going to know. So you got all these people out here putting music on all these different platforms, trying to reach different people. Whole time, you ain't reaching nobody. And so you wondering why you're not getting booked for a show. It's because you haven't sold enough units yet for a motherfucker to book you. Why would I book you and you can't sell your own units? If you can't get 100,000 downloads where somebody paid 99 cents for your song, why in the fuck am I gonna book you and pay you $300,000, $400,000 to come out? No one's gonna be there but you. And I just wasted my money. So y'all not looking at it from the business standpoint. This is the reason why the label has been able to fuck all of y'all all these years. Because y'all don't know this part of it. Y'all don't know where your money is going when they give you $100K. They give you $100K and tell you, all right, boom, this your budget. As the label, they already got the team of people to work for you. But some of y'all be thinking y'all smarter than the program. Y'all be like, all right, I'm going to take this $100K and I'm going to pay this producer. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then after all your money run out, you looking at these motherfuckers like, all right, I ran out of money. So let's say they give you some more money. All right, now they give you some more money. Then you go to put your project out. You don't sell no units. You don't sell nothing. You ain't selling no tickets. Now you owe them 100+ K. You owe them that back. Right? All right. Now, you owe them this money. You thinking they ain't do right by you to help you get out there. But you didn't pay for a PR because you took the money, but you didn't know what you were supposed to be paying for with the money. So now you done wasted their money and their time, your money and your time, and you still don't have a fucking following. That's been the game for a minute. They're like, yeah, we'll give you a chance. We believe in you. And then you fuck around, you get out there, and what you doing? You out there trying to be popular. See, there's a lot of people, I think you just want to be popular. You know what I mean? There's a lot of work that really go into this shit. And the most of the work is not the artist part of it. It is the business part of it. There's lawyers that got to be paid. There's people behind the scenes got to get paid. And your ass ain't got no money to pay nobody nothing. And the ones that's coming out of pocket, they like, yeah, I come out of pocket. I do my own shit. I pay for my own shit. I pay my own shit. Yeah, okay, so you're shooting videos. You're performing places that you didn't bring the people there. So they're not even there for you. They're there for the club. And it just so happened that because you got booked by somebody who like you as an artist, they're giving you this opportunity. But you ain't made no money. Then if you're not registered to either BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC, that means that 9 times out of 10, you don't even know you could get paid for your performances through that, through registering the fact that you perform. So if you don't know that, so that's money you're missing too. Meanwhile, when you get that check, I can show y'all, like, when we get off here, like, what that looks like. If y'all on my Facebook, follow Mona J804 on Facebook. I can show you what a BMI royalty check look like. I can show you what a BMI W-2 look like. I can show you. Right? And then if you smart, you have a book that you're writing down your expenses, how much you done paid out, how much you're spending on whatever it is that you're doing. Because at the end of the day, it's a business and you're supposed to be able to file taxes on it. But a lot of artists don't do that because they don't know that. And how do they get over on you? Is you not knowing. That's why so many artists, you know, even down to Trump, tax invasions, tax fraud, all that shit to be happening with that tax shit. Because motherfuckers make all that fucking money in cash doing shows and shit like that and don't pay the taxes. See what I'm saying? It just be little shit like that. That's why so many motherfucking artists go bankrupt. Because they don't learn the business. The only thing they want to be is an artist. It's the only thing they know how to do. That's the only thing they're going to try to do. And then as soon as motherfuckers start throwing legality at them, like, oh, well, you didn't know. Oh, it's your job to know that. So if you don't know that, that's on you. And you're going to take a lot of losses because of it. That's why I folded in 2015. Like I said, people thought, oh, Mona just quit. Nah, Mona ain't just fucking quit. Mona retired. Mona been chasing the same dream since she was a kid. And when I realized that I made more money pursuing my other goals than I did doing music, and I realized that I didn't have to be a big superstar in order to do that and to get my shit out with all these platforms. I don't need to be a big superstar in order for people to hear my music and shit like that, because people really genuinely just only wanted to listen to it for free. No one really wanted to pay for that shit. No one wanted to help me climb to get where I needed to go. So therefore, I can record in my crib for free, get beats from my brothers and people that I know, and go and make my little music and register my little shit and play it on my little platforms. You feel me? And continue to stay right here where I'm at. See, that's when you grow up, if you grow up, because not everybody that get older grow up. But when you grow up and you start to really look at life for what the fuck it really is, you'll start making better decisions. I promise you. This doesn't change my love for the music, but now if somebody younger come to me and say, hey, Miss Mona, I need some help with artist development. I need help with the business. I need help. That's where I come in. That's what I can do. You feel me? And they not going to have to fuck or suck me or lie to me or none of that to get this help. Like a lot of us had to do in this fucking industry shit. A lot of us had to be flirted with by motherfuckers that would have never got a chance just because this motherfucker hold a position of power. You feel me? I'm so sick of that. I created my business. I created my business because I was so sick and tired of everybody being like politics this, politics fucking that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got people that got plugs and they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's politics and all this bullshit just say you don't want to fucking help me, bitch. Don't keep on saying, oh, you know what I'm saying? If you just keep on grinding, you know what I mean? Somebody gonna see you. Bitch, fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I watched the Haley and, Haley and Chloe? I watched them come up. I watched their shit when they was making their YouTube videos and doing their little thing and singing and their parents involved. I watched that shit from the Rudy to fucking Tootie to where they are now working for Beyonce. I watched Trey Songz when he was in the fucking mall in Richmond at Cloverleaf Mall selling fucking CDs in the mall while I'm at work. He's selling his dream. You feel me? And me not wanting to buy a CD because I don't want to take money out my pocket from lunch, my lunch money, to listen to someone else. It ain't had nothing to do with him being local. It was a whole thing to do with I'm a single mom. I ain't got no extra money to buy no fucking $5 CD from no nigga walking around in the mall. That's just what it was. That's just what it was. Until I ended up being the person having to get out there and sell CDs. You feel me? Like, you don't understand the struggle till you got to be a part of the struggle. So then I understood. And there was people who rejected me too. But then there were also people who bought my CD in one state and then saw me in another state and recognized me. So, I mean, I had celebrities recognizing me when I'm out of state and I'm at a club and they're there and they're pulling up on me and wanting to take pictures and shit like that. Like, that let me know I arrived. Motherfuckers know who I am. They knew who I was. So there's that. So now, like I said, if you have a goal, if your goal is to use a particular career to make a particular type of money, okay. But sometimes the plan gets switched up. My goal was to use music to get to my goals. It just so happened that the shit I was doing to get to my music goals funded my career to what I'm doing now and got me the same place where I was trying to go. So am I mad at God for not making me a big superstar? I am not mad at God for that. I'm not mad at me for that. I thought by now my daughter would be a big superstar by now, especially because she was Vine famous back when Vine was a big thing and she was doing her big one. I thought by now that she would be, but that don't mean that in her time that she won't still make it. But I'm also looking at the fact she about to be 27. She done missed out on a lot of time that could have been focused on her craft, you know. But I also didn't want to be a Joe Jackson of a mother trying to make her think that that's the only thing that she was good at or that she could do, you know. So I butt out. I got out the way. I let her work with whoever. Not even say let her. She worked with whoever she wanted to work with, you know. She's actually married to an artist right now that's local. She's not from here, but she's local. And who knows? They might be making some shit shake like ass. I don't know. I don't follow them. I don't know what's going on with that. But, you know, I was hoping that my dad's legacy would continue on through mine. But that's not the path they chose. That's not what they're doing. And that's cool. You get what I'm saying? Not everybody want to be a star. You know? I just hope that whatever they choose to do, I hope they be successful at that shit. And that they don't forget what I did and how I got here. So that if I do have any grandbabies or great-grandbabies in the future who may decide to be entertainers, I just hope that my kids be a better nurturer for them for that. Since I didn't have that growing up. You know, I'm hoping that they'll remember that I had people not in my corner. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they be in their corner. Or at least I hope my spirit can be able to guide. I hope. That's the only thing I can hope. But anyway, as long as these platforms are up, a little part of my legacy, a little part of my imprint will be on the world. And I love that for me. And I'm going to keep on doing what I do. Keep motivating y'all, keep inspiring you to be great and go out here and be whoever it is that, you know, that your spirit told you to be, you know. And just in the moments where you think you ain't got nobody, just remember God gonna always send somebody. It may not be who you want it to be, because, you know, I can vouch for that, wanting it to be certain people in my life. But he gonna send the right people to you that's going to be able to help you. And if you don't believe in God, I mean, I can't knock you if you don't, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff going on and make it kind of questionable, okay? But if you don't believe in God, just know the universe is still going to send you someone, send you people, put them in place for you. Because I know you already know that because you've been experiencing it already in your life. When you were doing certain things, like people get put there to help guide you. So don't shoot the messenger. You get what I'm saying? Like, just embrace it and be thankful that people even give a fuck, because you know the type of world we live in. All right, y'all enjoy y'all day.